Hi there, it's Miggea again, and it's time for another creature creation as per my yearly theme for my Patreon rewards. So I am back to just drawing from my little bucket of creatures I sort of wrote up and threw in there. I actually had a lot of fun doing this one, and I was able to get it done pretty quickly, so I hopefully will have this video out at the very beginning of the month. So the first one I drew was a blue jay, and the second animal I drew was a white-tailed deer. I already had some ideas for this, and then I remembered I had to roll my dice to kind of add a modifier, and I ended up rolling a 5, which meant that I had to make it fancy. I forgot what I meant by make it fancy, so I just decided to make it be an animal that couldn't really exist normally, more of like a magical, mythical creature. So I went through and I started out drawing some blue jays, kind of figuring out what the markings are. I drew some white-tailed deer, just remembering what like the head shape looks like. And at first, I drew this little like Pegasus type one, which couldn't exist in real life. That's just the physics of flight and all that shit. They just don't really work. And then I forgot about the make it fancy, so I was like, okay, well, how can I make this more like a realistic animal? And I was like, oh, what if it's like a bird, but it has more like deer properties, or a deer that has like the blue jay's markings or something very similar. And then I remembered, no, I got make it fancy. I can make a little Pegasus blue jay deer. It'll be fine. So I ended up going through with that. And I thought another way to make it fancy, you'll see towards the end, is how I ended up doing the horns, or antlers, I should say. But I really enjoyed this design. It took me a little while to kind of figure it out, but I think it turned out kind of sweet. I did a fairly simple pose for the print, but for the stickers, I did a few more little fun poses, so those will be able to be like peeled off and slapped onto things. But yeah, with the antlers, I thought it'd be kind of cool if they looked almost like gems or a little see-through. I don't know, you'll see how I painted it, but I went through my swatch cards and I thought, hey, I should probably just show you my swatch cards, which are my chicken swatches that I do for every like new sets of paints I get to figure out what I want to use. They're all on the same paper that I use for all of my paintings pretty much. So I got my beam paints, a stone ground watercolor set, and then a dream something watercolors. You can see it on the card for the iridescence. I thought it had like a nice purple iridescence that would go well with the blues. I'll have the names of the paints and like links to their stores in my description below, so you can just check that out. Also, drop me a comment and tell me if there's any like paint companies you'd want me to do swatches of their stuff. I love doing swatches of them in this style, like the little chicken swatches. But yeah, so I went through, I mixed up my colors, I kind of stuck with these blue tones and these purpley tones, and I didn't even want the black to be a true black, so I just sort of added a bit of black to kind of gray up a bluey purple color. The black is just from my cheap koi watercolor set. It's nothing fancy. And then yeah, I went through and I just tried to emulate where I thought the kind of markings that a blue jay has would end out on the rest of the like deer body. So I did stripes to the legs and like these little, they have these cool like little variegated stripe things going on. And then yeah, for the antlers, I tried to add like kind of like Casey Golden when she does like water or jelly, where I had like these blobs of darker color, and then I went over the whole thing of the antlers with iridescence and added some iridescent patches to the body just to kind of have it be really fun. And then this iridescence I'll be hand embellishing onto the prints of this to send to my Patreons, so you'll be able to see like that iridescence if you hold the print up to the light. But yeah, this was the print I ended out with. I really like this creature. I think it's very like cheeky and naughty, because that's what blue jays are. They're kind of assholes. And I thought it turned out really sweet. I'm almost done with the sticker sheet, so I'll post what I've got done of the sticker sheet on here too. And if you want these rewards, you can join my Patreon before April 1st, and you can join the physical tier to get these, as well as a free shipping code for my store and my secret store. I'm going to be closing my secret store very soon as well, so if you're not planning on joining my tiers, you should go check that out and pick up anything you wanted. Alright, awesome. Bye, and don't forget, free Palestine.